fact checkers are swarming in to save the mouse. Haha. Yes, the $1 trillion corporation requires saving from PR damage over the fact that people were sharing an article claiming that Disney and Minnie is about to break up. Now, when this story first came, I refused to believe it for several reasons. Number one is the merchandise. There's a lot of merchandise involving Mickey and Minnie, and I do believe that a lot of third-party companies would have been livid due to this decision. The second one would be that they claimed now Mickey is with Daisy Duck. And I was like, but that's not really progressive. I mean, if it was 2021, it would have been Mickey and Goofy being shipped. Now, that would have been very progressive. Or one of the ducks from DuckTales, you know, Mickey and Louie or Dewey or Huey. That I would have been, yeah, no, definitely. Or Mickey and Pluto. Oh, that would have been great. Probably Minnie and Pluto would have been a much better ship. But still, obviously, it didn't happen. So I didn't talk about it on the channel. It's a little bit more complex than that. Apparently, it's a what-if story, right? So it's not canon. They had like this one-off event where they explored the story. But it was enough for the internet to be in an uproar. And the question is, like, why is it so important? Well, the first thing is that people believed it. Right? So if you were to try to say this like 20 or 30 years ago, many people would not believe it. They would have been like me, and they would have been, hold on a little bit. No way Disney is doing that. I mean, this is not just their most successful couple. It's part, I guess, like of the American folklore, right? Like most European countries, we got like our own type of history. Like we have here in Europe, we got Strigoi, vampires. We got like different things. America has Hollywood, it's got Disney, it's got its comic books, and nothing is more iconic than the Disney castle and Mickey and Minnie being together. Looking at this picture, it's very difficult to imagine that there was a time when these characters were more popular than any anime character that we have today. But, oh my, how times have changed. But no, like, people believed it, because this is exactly what you would expect of modern times, which leads us to the second point, and that is the fact that there are no more, like, heteronormative relationships being portrayed in modern entertainment. Correct me if I'm wrong, like, maybe you happen to know a TV show or a cartoon or a video game where you just have a normal straight couple being in love. I thought about it hard, and I couldn't think of any. And I'm not talking just like a straight couple, but something that doesn't really try to subvert your expectations in any way. So the male isn't toxic, he's not abusive, the woman isn't trying to cheat on the man, she's not belittling the man, she's not upset with the relationship. You know, just like a normal couple where the two love each other the same way that Mickey and Minnie love each other, and I couldn't think of any. Now, I'm sure there must be some, because Western entertainment is quite huge, but the only one that I could think of is Hell of a Boss, the imps in Hell of a Boss. Like, they actually do love each other, and they actually do portray a normal relationship, but other than that, I couldn't think of any. Now, if you look at anime, I mean, anime not only portrays good relationships, but My Hero Academia does the reverse. Like, it unsubverts your expectations. In the story of Endeavor, he is an abusive father. And his relationship was severely damaged, both with his children and his wife. He's a misogynistic pig, as I'm sure the left would call him. But throughout the story, he actually makes efforts in order to change. And whether or not he finds redemption is up to the people watching the anime. But I can't imagine a story like that ever being greenlit in the West. I genuinely can't imagine taking someone that would be irredeemable in the eyes of most, right? Like a misogynistic wife beater. I mean, I don't know if he actually beat his wife, but he was definitely, you know, as abusive as modern television would allow. And despite all that, right? They try to make a redemption story for him. Like, he's trying to make amends with his children. He's trying to be a good father, even though it may be too little too late. He's doing everything he can in order to try to fix that. And you know, like, I can't imagine a story like that being told in the West. Unfortunately, if you look at Walt Disney, as they're trying to remake classics, or even as they're making new episodes and new cartoons, they are moving away from the whole romance thing. I mean, Snow White, they're prouding themselves on the fact that it's 2023, so there's no more room for a prince. The story is about the strong woman, which is liberating the kingdom from the oppressive empress. Which, you know, would be fine if it would be like a one-off, but you look at most of the Disney remakes, and they constantly try not to focus on romance. In fact, Sleeping Beauty, if you guys watched it, the remake, is about the fact that there is no romance. Like, the curse was that the kiss of true love is going to wake her up, and no man in the kingdom is able to give that kiss. Right, because true love doesn't exist. It's the same in Frozen. Like, a kiss of true love would unfreeze the princess, but unfortunately, like, there's no one able to do it. So they're constantly saying that love can only be between two women. Either it's the love that two sisters have for each other, or the love that a mother can have for her adoptive daughter. But definitely, like, love between a man and a woman is something that Disney has moved away from, in order to try and subvert expectations. Which is all fair and good if it happens with like one or two stories. But when it's happening across the board to the point where people are definitely craving for some good romance stories, then they do believe when they read on Twitter that Disney is trying to break Mickey and Minnie apart. In which case, again, like, they aren't. And the reason that they aren't, I heavily suspect it has more to do with merchandise, and a lot more to do with financial reasons rather than the fact that they wouldn't actually go on with it. Also, when you think about Mickey Mouse nowadays, he's not even a character. Like, he's a keychain, he is something that you put on a t-shirt, but, you know, Mickey in itself, I don't know. Like, do you guys even know his personality anymore? Like, when's the last time you seen Mickey Mouse in anything? Which is very sad, because when I grew up, Mickey was a symbol. It wasn't just a character. And a lot of his cartoons were amazing. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. And don't forget to read the pinned comment. I'll see you guys there.